Okay, and to sell these books, you want to make sure you have your device to accept credit card payments. Very few people carry cash. My older readers will write a check in a heartbeat. So I will take a check from some of my older readers who, hey, some young folks still, write the checks too, but I don't, I will take a check from, my senior readers. But make sure, whether it's your Square, whether it's your PayPal, my business credit card is actually with Capital One, and so Capital One also has a credit card acceptance plan that is connected to my business credit card. But I love Square, and you know why I love Square? Because Square allows you to build an online literary store. I know a lot of authors who accept credit card payments with their Square, but they do not utilize all of the services Square offers. If you click the link right under this video, when I'm finished, of course, that is my Square online store. I took the time to build an online literary store. All of my literary services, all of my books, you can go right there and click that link. You can buy my books from that link. You can buy my literary services from that link. You can register for the Path to Publishing Act Like an Author, Think Like a Business 2018 conference that's being held here in the still fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, September 2018. So I love building the store. I love doing email campaigns. Speaking of email, authors, I know it is so easy when a reader purchases your book for you to send the receipt to their cell phone number. For one, their cell phone number will usually pop up and it's easy to just send the receipt. And versus typing an email address, chocolate.citybaby@gmail.com, I mean, that can take forever. But if you obtain their email addresses, then you can ask them permission to add their email address to your mailing list. So again, I know that sending the receipt to the cell phone number is easy. It's easy to pop in a phone number versus trying to figure out and type in somebody's email address. But have them type in the email address. Hand them your phone, hand them the device, have them type in their email address. Send their receipt to the email address, because Square will store their email address. And guess what? When you're utilizing Square the way I utilize Square, with your customers who have purchased products from you through your Square, you can do an email campaign through your Square. So if you don't have the Square, I advise you to get the Square. I have a referral link that I will drop in the comment section. Once I'm finished with this video, I will drop my referral link. And if you use my referral link, they won't charge you for your first, I think it's $1,000 or $2,000 worth of purchases. So you'll basically be getting to use the Square services for free for a while. So don't go to square.com right now. Wait until I drop my referral link so that you and I both can save some coins, right? But anyway, Square is what I choose. So you're going to have a hard time if you don't accept credit card payments, because very few people keep cash. But for those who do keep cash, you want to have a bank. You want to have a bank. So make sure you've stopped at your bank before you head off to your book signing event, and that you've got your bank. You've got change. You've got ones, you've got fives, you've got tens, a few 20s, because some people will have the larger bills. So you want to be able to accept credit cards. And you also want to have, I'm going to push things aside so that I'm not repetitive. And you also want to have your cash bank. So try to get $100 worth of, change, smaller bills, so that for those people spending cash, you can, you can give them their change or whatnot. Okay, so what is something else that I have when I'm at my book signing? I have my sign-in, my opt-in form. You should have an opt-in form on your website to add people's email addresses. But when you are at an actual event, I know this may seem old school. I know it may seem old school, but you want to capture these email addresses any way you can. You're an entrepreneur. When you decided to write a book, to publish a book, or whatever publication you have out there, you became an entrepreneur. You became a business owner. Your book is your business, okay? And your readers, your clients, those are your customers. And you have to form a relationship with those customers so that you can have great customer service. So how do you form a relationship with the customers? You keep in contact with them. So get those email addresses any way you can. Always have this sitting out. This past weekend, again, I did the Cavalcade of Authors in Chicago, and I announced that if you signed up for my mailing list, so I could give you my newsletter so you could keep up to date with my book releases, my tour dates, and just so I could say happy birthday and Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving, you know, all of that good stuff. I want to form a relationship with my readers. My readers are the boss of me. My readers are #boss readers. Yes, Ian Joy's readers have a name. They are #boss readers because #readers are the boss of me. So I captured email addresses while I was at the event. I have it on a blank page deliberately because I don't want to plaster people's email addresses all over, but there's email addresses. And I offered them a free audiobook or a free ebook for signing up for my mailing list. Or you can just, you know, let them know that they'll be getting a free newsletter and you'll be running contests and whatnot. You don't have to give something away. But that was what I decided to do. So always make sure you have your sign up form. Get physical addresses as you want to. Hey, there's nothing like a reader getting a birthday card in the mail, right? All right. So, or any type of thank you, personal thank you, or any type of postcard from you. So get physical addresses as well. Snail mail is not dead. It's slow, but it's not dead. So that's another thing you want to make sure you have. So quick recap. You want to have your sign-up book where your readers can actually sign up, join your mailing list. You want to be able to accept credit cards with your Square. Remember, send receipts to email addresses. Square captures email addresses for you. Square doesn't capture the phone numbers in store. You can't do, you know, you don't want to, it's easier to do email correspondence than text, even though some people do have the text. You can sign up for their text apps. Make sure you have cash for your bank. Make sure you went to the dollar store and you got some book stands. Make sure you have your smaller banner when you're traveling out of town. Make sure you have your roller, your carry-on. Make sure you're putting some books in there. Make sure you're putting some postcards in there and whatnot. Just in case your luggage gets lost, you can still proceed with your event. You can at least start. For my authors, my literary consulting clients, I had authors who had mishaps. Their books didn't arrive. Their books didn't get off the printer in time. They still carried on with their event and they took pre-orders. They pitched the heck out of their books. I teach my authors how to do a branding positioning statement, which is their elevator pitch. So they nailed that elevator pitch. They got pre-orders. Hey, you know, buy it now. And I'll make sure I get you an autographed copy in the mail. The show must go on, okay? Remember I said we don't leave money on the table and we scoop it up off the nightstand. Whether your books show up or not, the show must go on. If there is an event and you feel like you need to be at that event, but your book isn't ready yet, so what? Pre-sale the book. I've had clients do a pre-order campaign that paid for their printing costs and paid their invoice from me. So we've got that. You've got your carry-on. You've got your books and your carry-on. You want to make sure you have a tablecloth. Even if you've paid for a vending table, and it says that it comes with the tablecloth. Sometimes it's those little icky, cheap tablecloths. What I do is I go to Kmart after Christmas, around New Year's. These are $1. These are Jacqueline Smith tablecloths. They're Christmas colors, so you're only going to get gold, red, and green. But hey, I bought these for $1 after Christmas at Kmart, and I go every year. I get my mother-in-law some. Look at this great big. See that? Woo! $1, y'all. $1. So make sure you have your own nice little tablecloth, just in case you get one of them little icky plastic ones, or just in case you just want to jazz up and it's your branding colors and color schemes and you want to jazz up your little table, okay? So you've got your tablecloth. Another thing you want is your sign. See, this is actually from the cavalcade that I got this weekend in Chicago. When I go to events and they make signs for me, as long as it doesn't have their event name on it, I take these and I keep these and I reuse them. So Lisa Woodson provided each author a sign for their table. And like I said, once I realized that the name of the event isn't on the sign, because the last thing you want to do is go to someone else's event with a sign from a previous event you went to. Totally disrespectful and rude. But if you do an author signing event and they give you a name tag and it doesn't have their event on it, the date or anything like that, I always keep these. So I have several of these and then I reuse them because isn't this gorgeous? So I'll reuse this little table sign. Or you can, of course, have your own custom table sign, but I don't only like to not leave money on the table and scoop it up off the nightstand, but I like to keep it in my pocket too if I can. So a tad frugal I may be, but hey, I repurpose content, I repurpose author signs.